to my friend, the member from Scarborough Rouge River, for bringing forward this important piece of legislation that I'll be supporting and proudly supporting. To the family of Manaran Jana, Kanga Asaba Pathy, I hope I got that right. I thank you for your courage in bringing your story to the floor of this Assembly. Earlier this summer, one of my constituents reached out to me, Rick Levesque, and he started a campaign, a petition, a province-wide campaign to bring demerit points into the scenario if someone is caught texting and driving or using their phone, because he found, as we all have, that distracted driving legislation hasn't gone far enough and it's being, I think, abused. And I promised him that I would bring this to the floor of the Assembly, which I did the first week we were back. I brought forward his petition, and I spoke with the minister, and since I've spoke with Mr. Balkison. It obviously was our intent when we first brought forward legislation in this House on distracted driving, and I know my colleague, Mr. O'Toole from Durham, was an early champion on this, and I'm very proud to sit beside him in this Assembly. But I think what we perhaps did early on is we didn't have the appropriate oversight mechanism, or perhaps we were short-sighted with respect to adding demerit points when it does come to distracted driving. And I think it was a good point that was brought up then, and it is in this bill. One thing I have seen is the amount of support that this initiative has brought to bear from a variety of people. The City of Ottawa is now putting forward a motion. The Chief of Police in Ottawa and the Police Association in Ottawa have also said that this is needed. I'm pleased to see that the IBC is here, the Insurance Bureau of Canada, Doug Darabi and Matt Harashmi are here today to support this legislation, and my friend Elliot Silverstein from the CAA. I'd be remiss not to mention that the Petroleum Auto Dealers and Frank Note have also expressed their support for adding demerit points. And if folks think the public isn't supportive, I can tell you the online polls I've seen, the call-in shows, particularly CFRA in Ottawa, my local radio station, have been overwhelmingly supportive. So, you know something, Speaker, I think today we have an opportunity to support this legislation in honor of someone who passed too young from distracted driving, and we can do it together, and I'm very proud to be here. I'd also like to let the family know that on Tuesday, November 5th, myself, Mr. Balkison, and our transportation critic, Jeff Urich, will be hosting a press conference to pursue this matter further, to talk about the urgency on which this is, because things have changed over the years. And as I said, I think that we understand that there was oversight in the original law. I want to say thank you once again for the opportunity to debate this and stand on the record to say I support it.